Hi, how you doing? Oh, good. I'm still in focus. I switched this all on and I was just having a look through all the different scenes that I have saved, and this was blurry, like, for ages, and I was really getting frustrated. But if you've seen me, if you've watched any of these before, you know it's a common occurrence for me to have a blurry camera, and then I end up having to get my face all up in your face, and nobody wins. It's gross. I'm sorry, but we may have to do it at some point, but not right now. So that's the main thing. So. It is Thursday. We are in July. I can't actually physically believe that we are in July 2020. Yes, this year has been a little strange, hasn't it? Anyway, it is raining outside. As I was coming to the studio, it just started raining. I haven't been in all day. I've been doing various bits of admin and catching up on things that I should have caught up on a long time ago, and yeah, I have, which is great because I feel a little bit more on top of things and got a couple of new systems in place, which I find really interesting, but I'm sure that's incredibly boring, so I won't go into it. But the important thing is we are back. We are with Ryan Holms, woo, from Scotland, and we love Ryan. We love him. We have, by we, I mean me, but I'm going to say we, like me and you right now, but... So, yeah, me and Ryan have been working together for, I want to say, like 3 years now. Like, he's been around for a while now. He's wicked. He's so cool. Lovely bloke from Scotland who is a great songwriter, great singer. I love his whole style. It's really, yeah, it's brilliant. And we don't get to work together too often, but when we do, it's always really fun. It's a great song, and he's just a lovely bloke, which always helps. And he's funny, which is also really fun. So let's see who we've got in the room right now. Ah, yeah, Emmental. Funny you should say that, Nathan. So the only notes that I have for this song today with Ryan, I just noticed this camera's a bit high, is the only notes that he gave me were, I want it to sound like a whirlwind. And I was like, okay, cool. So that's what we're going for. So we're going for Emmental, kind of elemental whirlwind. No? Okay, no, I'll just be fine. Also, Nathan, I'm sorry I haven't replied to your email yet. That's on my list tomorrow, and I will sort out the issue that, yes, we were speaking about. It will be fine, hopefully. I've just got to work it out. I'm useless. I'm not going to go into it. Anyway, Jed's here. Hello. Hi, Emily. Great to see you again. Lovely to see you, Jed. So, Jed, I have to tell you, I was actually ready to go at 10 to 3 today. And I was like, I'm going to go on early. And then I was like, no, I'm not. I'm going to tidy up the studio a bit, because if anyone was on the Instagram Live yesterday, Jed put me on blast. Like, I'm glad, and Jed, I love you for it, because I love that you were like, dude, somebody was like, oh, somebody asked me where I was. They were like, where are you? They didn't recognise this situation, which obviously you guys are like, we know this room, we've been in it enough. And someone was like, yeah, where are you? I was like, oh, I'm in the control room. Actually, I'll give you a tour. Not even thinking, because obviously I don't ever think, I'm just do. And I was like, la la la. And as I went to turn around the camera, I was like, it's a mess. It's a mess in here. So anyway, I showed everyone on the live stream around the studio. Control room, I've got like this, I call it a foyer waiting room. It's a room within a room, and this was the original room. And then the live room that's in there, which obviously we'll switch over to when I'm actually recording. And as I was going around, I was like, oh my god, I'm slightly embarrassed. This is quite messy. And then Jed was like, tidy up your studio. And I was like, oh my god, it is messy. Anyway, I spent 10 minutes tidying up a little bit. Not massively, but a little bit, and I feel a little bit better about it. So Jed, thank you for making sure that I keep tidy. Honestly, I told my husband about it yesterday. He was laughing so much. I mean, he's with you, Jed. Like, you two could be best mates, because he's always put me on blast about the studio and the tidiness of the studio, but he's a bit too far the other way. He's a little bit OCD about it, which is fine. That's why we balance each other out very well, I'm sure. I'm warm already. I knew that this would happen. I was like, I'm going to put on a jumper. Oh, no, that's not going to work. So I've just said that I've tidied the studio. I'm about to do something which is why the studio is such a mess. And I'm sorry, it's me. Right, that's going by the door, so I remember to take it back with me, because if I put it on here, then I'm going to forget it. Who else have we got whilst I ramble on about that? Jed says, no problem, my gaffer is going to ring me in the next few minutes with update about work. I'm getting excited. That's so cool. That's so cool that you're getting excited about going back to work. I missed Nathan, sorry. Jeddy, sorry I didn't message you today, mate. I've been plastering a wall. Casual, just plastering a wall, like that's nothing. I know that's hard. I've never tried it because it's so hard. Nathan's not caught up on my email, have you? Just teasing, yeah, sorry. Sorry about that. Charlotte's here, hello Charlotte, how are you? Are you having a nice day? Zalster's here, Michael Lopez is here, hello, and Hannah is here, Ice Skater 1989. If anyone doesn't know, that is my sister. So, anyone wants to know anything about ice skating, or Disney on Ice, or editing music for performance, she is your girl. She's pretty awesome. Oh, and this is way more fun than anything, or important than anything right now. On Sunday, my family are having a Swiss roll-off. So, me, my sister, my mum, and I think my dad, he sort of said he would, and then he sort of went back on it, and then he sort of said, actually, yeah, I'm going to do it, but I'm not convinced he is, because he wants to watch the Grand Prix. We're all making Swiss rolls, like our version. There's no... Hannah, am I right in thinking the only rule is that it has to have a swirl? That's literally the rule. And then my husband, and depending on if my dad does one or not, they will judge it. Oh no, I think we're all judging it. We've all got a vote. But I'd imagine if it comes down to it, then I don't know. I'm sure it won't. But Hannah did a trial run yesterday, and I was panic stations. I was like, I was planning to do a trial run yesterday as well. But then the day just fell away, and I ended up booking myself up, as I do, because that's what I'm like. Anyway, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm doing these office hours tomorrow at 5 o'clock, which are for the remote recording business people. Just answering general queries about, their own business, and hopefully I can help in some way. But before that, so that's at 5. But the rest of the day, I've got a couple of things to do. I'm going to do my trial run. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. I have a plan. I cannot share with you what it is, because my family are very competitive, especially when it comes to food. We love each other, and obviously we're going to love each other's stuff, because all of us love food, therefore we try to cook well, if that makes sense. I'm not saying that we're necessarily good, at least I can speak for myself. My mum and my sister are amazing, and my dad is amazing. But yeah, so I can't let you know what I'm going to do. But I'm excited about I'm not doing a traditional Swiss roll, which I can say because Hannah already knows that, of course, I'm not going to do a traditional Swiss roll. Anyway, I've just spoken for about 4 minutes about Swiss rolls, which is a bit crazy. Let me just put my phone on. Do not disturb. There we go. Right, so everyone's saying hello to each other, which is really fun. Oh, and my thing just totally jumped, as it does, because I'm so silly. Oh, Walrus Tass! Oh, goodness! It's now 7 minutes past midnight there in Tasmania. You are mental. Just got home from band practice. No way. Time for a quick feed and some sleep. Good to see you again. Band practice. That's awesome. So you can do that. Like, that's a thing. I don't think we're allowed to do that over here yet. Pretty sure. And Nathan says, hey, Walrus Tass, long time no see. How are you? Moray is here. Moray McDonald. Woo! We are working together next week, and I can't wait. That is going to be awesome. And yeah, Nathan's saying the same as me. Jealous, so jealous. In saying that, I'm meant to be having a band practice. I say band practice. It's with the Voice Kids band on the 8th of August, I want to say. I think it's the 8th. So hopefully we're allowed to do that by then. I'm sure we will. I'm sure it's going to be fine. But that's coming out. I have a date. Yeah. So the Voice Kids ITV on the 11th of July at 7:25. I want to say. Yeah. So watch it. See if you can spot me. You probably won't see me. I'm in the depths in the back in the dark, but it's fine. And Jed says, I'm sorry, I feel bad for mentioning it. I didn't mean anything, but Jed, I love you for it. Like, genuinely. Love you for it. Always, my whole thing is always just be yourself and just like go with your gut. And it made me laugh. It made me tidy up. I mean, honestly, I can't tell you how much love I have for you for saying that. And the way you did it, it was just so natural. I loved it. I loved it. Always call me out. In fact, anyone here, anyone in the world, call me out. Like, if you're like, Emily, really? I'll be with you. I'm like, I know. I look like, really? Wara says, not bad, my friend. Tired. Haha, you. Oh, everyone's just having a lovely day and saying lovely things together. How's everything in the UK today? Grey and rainy. Yeah, it's bonkers rainy. Like, it was okay. It was kind of, there was a bit of blue sky, and then suddenly it was like, right, proper English weather, downpour, which is fine. I quite like it. It sort of like washes away and feel all, not relieved, but like a release. I don't know. It's nice. Matthew's here. Hello, Matthew. How are you? Hannah is saying, glad it's not just me. My thing keeps flipping down. I don't know why. Glad it's not just me telling everyone about the Swiss roll-off. And yes, that's the only rule, is that it needs a roll. I'm excited, and I'm excited. So I'm combining 3 different recipes. The recipe that I'm doing doesn't exist. So I'm having to combine different recipes to create the Swiss roll that I want to do. And I'll tell you about it on Sunday when I see you, because I was going to do one thing and then Tone pointed something out and I was like, oh my god, you're absolutely right, and it would have ruined it. Although I probably would have worked it out if I do one tomorrow. But anyway, Charlotte says, tidied our studio yesterday to found so much more space for more drums. That's the best kind of space to find. And Matthew says, Swiss Roll Sunday sounds awesome. It's going to be the best. Although, it did occur to me today, we're all going to have to eat 3 slices, at least, maybe 4 slices of Swiss roll. We're going to feel so unwell. It's going to have to be very small slices, or like, it's not going to go down too well, I think, if we have 4 whole slices each. And Nathan says, if you need any lasers or LEDs for your Swiss rolls, Hannah, I see, Nathan. I see where your loyalty's like. No, I'm joking. That's awesome. Zelster says, Swiss roll. Had to look that up. Oh, sorry. Yes, I think. Oh, no, I was going to say it's a very English thing. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's a Swiss thing. Hence, Swiss roll. I don't really know how to describe it. If you just have, it's like sponge and then a filling rolled up into a long log. It's like a log cake, but I think a log cake has like say a chocolate covering or a glaze, or I don't know, something like that. It generally doesn't have that unless you have mini rolls, which are Cadbury's thing, which do have chocolate around the outside, and they're mini, hence mini rolls. They're mini Swiss rolls. They're delicious. We had a bunch of those recently. Yum. Moray says, nor can I don't know what I said. My studio's a tip, by the way. I think everyone's studio is a little bit messy. It's got to be a little bit messy to be a little bit creative. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. And Moray says, if I tidied, I wouldn't be able to find anything. That's exactly how I feel. I know where stuff is. It's a mess, but I know, like, it's not a mess. It's better now. Trust me, Jen, it's better. Aura says, yeah, we've got pubs open. Oh, amazing. Limited. Oh, I was like, what was that? I'll tell you what it was. It was my phone connected to Alexa telling me to drink water. I've still got that bell going. I know I stopped it yesterday, but honestly, one of my favourite new things. I know I go through phases, but this is my newest favourite, this thing. Every 25 minutes, drink some water. Very good. So, Warristas has got pubs open and live music is kicking back in. That is incredible. I've got a jam space at mine where one of my bands streamed a show the other day. Dude, I want to be, like, I want our country to be where your country is at right now, because, yeah, everyone, in fact, there's a whole thing going around today. I can't even remember what the hashtag is, but it's about supporting sort of the touring musicians who don't have support and all this sort of stuff. So, yeah, all about it. Jed says, I'm looking forward to The Voice Kids. It's going to be fab. I'm looking forward to it too. We filmed, so the first lot of filming was done in November. So imagine that. I've been waiting for like 8 months to even show people what. I just disappeared for like 2 months as far as the world was concerned. Not that anybody knows, by the way, which is good. That's how it should be. But yeah, and now I can actually like, so this is what I was doing, even though now everyone's going, I don't remember. It's like, I do. And Maura says, my other band has a jam space outside of town and a live stream show coming up in 2 weeks. It's almost back to normal. Dude, can you share the link? Because I'm sure, well, I know that I would like to see that if I can, if the time difference isn't too crazy. But I'm sure that a lot of other people in the room as it were, would love to see your band, for sure. Is that right? Am I reading this right? My other band. Yeah, your other band. Please, share. We'd love to see it. Oh, Dan Lee's here, who is Sven from yesterday, who is not Sven, who is Dan. Hello, Dan. Lovely to have you in here. Like, welcome to the madness. This is the madness with some drums being recorded. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Oh, so Hannah Dolan Davis, you said is the time that The Voice is on. It's 7 p.m. That's what I thought, because that's what their post said on Facebook, right? Tony looked it up on the like the Radio Times, the TV listings, and it's 7:25. Like somebody is wrong. Somebody is wrong in that situation. Because I said exactly the same thing. I was like, no, it's 7 p.m. He's like, no, it's 7:25. No, it's 7 p.m. Like, well, according to, I was like, oh, well, I don't know. 7-ish. And then said, yeah, rain is good for hay fever. That's true. My hay fever is bad, but today it's not too bad. And, oh no, Nathan, not a curried Swiss roll. I'm all for some experimentation, but that's a step too far. I've got to win this thing. People have got to like it. I've got to do a crowd pleaser, and I'm planning on it. It's going to be awesome. Charlotte says, I'm hungry. Can't wait to see a picture. Oh yeah, we should, remember, we should take pictures. Omar's here. Hello, Omar. Hi, Emily. I know a Swiss triplet, but a Swiss roll, no. Oh, bless you. Yeah, well, yeah, I barely know a Swiss triplet. No, I'm joking, but yeah, no, it's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Jed says, lol, look what I have started. Everyone is clearing up. Jed's like the inspector of studios, which makes me really happy. And Nathan says, you forgot your... Oh, my thuckering thuckertash. That's what I forgot. Gotta have a catchphrase. Don't give me license to start having a catchphrase, can I just say, because nobody needs that in their life. I'm not even gonna go there. Dan Lee says, hi, Emma. Yeah, okay, well, at least I know that your name is Dan now. But Dan, I've got to warn you, and these guys know this in this room. So when I see you on Instagram, when I see your name Sven, I'm not going to remember that your name is Dan. So if I keep calling you Sven, please don't, please don't be offended. It's just me. I'm an idiot, basically, and I need things to be simple because I'm a simple person. Laura says, here's a link to the festival. Normally a huge crowd, but this year is 500 people and short sets only. I'm not sure that the link came up. But I tell you what, actually, how can we do this? Because it might be that YouTube is a bit weird about posting links, and I'm pretty sure that might be it. So why don't you email me the link? I'm just trying to think how I can get this out. Or, yeah, email me like the link, or if you in fact, you will have that on your Instagram, won't you? What I'll do is, if you can send me a post with the link, no, email me, I'm sorry, I'm making this so complicated. Email me, I will look on your Instagram post, I will copy the link that you send me. If you email me, just email me at emily@emilydolandavis.com. And then I'll put it on my stories so that when someone comes on and swipes up, they can get the link. So I will try to tag everyone in here, but please, I will try. But you know me, my memory is horrendous. So if I miss someone, I'll tag it visibly. If I miss someone, send it to them, and then we'll all like have it in our diaries, and we can hopefully make it, because that would be really fun. it'd be nice to take it outside of this room. You know, this community is growing to be such a lovely bunch. Right, sorry, I made that way more complicated than it needs to be. And Matthew says, recently got all the recording gear to start remote recording for people. But yeah, definitely can't wait to be back with the band. Yeah, Colour and Fires. Oh, that's a nice name. Performing, discussing and promoting the LGBTQ community. I always struggle with the right way round all those letters go, but that is blooming awesome. Yeah, share that with me as well. I'd love to have a listen and have a look. Colours and Fires is a great name. Can I just say that? And Wolves Tass says, I'm playing with the Dead Maggies. Folk punk, yes, amazing. And Zalsta is laughing at me probably, but that's fine. Okay, so we've been streaming for 20 minutes and we haven't listened to a darn bit of music. So why don't we do that? Let's get going with Ryan Holmes. So this song today, switch over to the iPad view. This song today is called Empire. I've lined it up, so it should be good to go. Let's just move this click. Yeah, this sounds so dumb, but I don't care. I love it when an artist records to a click because it's like a little bit of me just relaxes. Speaking of which, my shoulder is feeling better today because, okay, anyone that was on that stream yesterday, there was a girl in there called Lady Drummer. And I said, what's your actual name? Because I feel weird calling you Lady Drummer. And her name was Stephanie. And when she said that, I was like, and there's this girl that I met in January at NAMM. And I won't say who she is because, well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, and I was like, I wonder if it's her because literally that's the only female I can think of that's a drummer that is called Stephanie. Anyway, she sent me a video message afterwards, and it was! And I don't know why I'm telling you that. But anyway, why am I telling you that? Oh, because she sent me a message saying, here's some stuff to do with your shoulder. I had nightmares as well with it. So she was saying about having a heat mat, which I did. Heat pad, sorry. So I did that. And she was saying about a tennis ball. Hannah, if you're still here, yes, I know. I don't have a tennis ball, so I couldn't do that. And she said about yoga. I did a long yoga session today just to loosen it up, which really helped. What else did she say? I can't remember, but I ended up putting loads of Tiger Balm on last night, so it all worked. Right, let's take a look at this song. It's called Empire. There's no guide drums. It's literally, and I need to play like a whirlwind. It needs to feel like a whirlwind. So, yeah, of course, I want it to still sound like a great song. So let's see.
Why do I always dream about bringing down the empire? Why do I always think about my own attire? Why don't I take myself to town, waste my time and think of all the pretty things I won't buy? Just one me from this better lonely time. I wanna love and save me from this better lonely time. I wanna love, and don't you walk away from me. I'm not here to tell you I'm not as innocent, not as innocent as you. Don't you understand that I am not the same as you? I don't feel that love like you do, like you do, like you do, like you do. Why do I always dream about bringing down the empire? Why do I always think about my own time? Why don't I take myself to town, waste my time, and think of all the pretty things that I would buy? No, I don't care what you say, but I pretend to anyway. I don't care what you say, but I pretend to anyway.
There's something so. First of all, love that as a song, really cool, and I totally get that whirlwind thing and that kind of it's like that 90s grungy, punky kind of vibe that I'm getting with it, which is really, really cool. But what I was going to say was, I love, one of my favourite things, and this is probably going to sound very strange, is hearing the bits after someone's stopped recording. I love that. That's what it is, the mic stand moving. I love it. I absolutely love it because it's just perfect. I love it. That is a fun song. There are many things I can do with that, which is really always so fun. The only bits, what do I want to look at?
Why do I always dream about bringing down the...
I think there's a bar or two somewhere that I missed, which is a bit ridiculous. The beginning reminds me a little bit of Newton Faulkner. I don't know if anyone else is getting that.
Why do I always dream about bringing down the empire? Why do I always think about my own attire? Why don't I take myself to town, waste my time, and think of all the pretty things I won't buy?
That's when you want the craziness to come in. I'm just wondering about that beginning bit, whether it should be just guitar and vocals, or I almost want it to be something really small sounding, like, I don't know, something with no decay, but I can't think what that is. It might be nothing.
Why do I always dream about bringing down the empire? Why do I always think about my own attire? Why don't I take myself to town, waste my time, and think of all the pretty things I won't buy?
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be that sort of like crazy. Yeah, I'm loving this already.
This takes just one more step, and I'm set so sad. Don't you understand it? From this better long time, I wanna love and save me from this better long time. I wanna love. I don't feel that love like you do, like you do, like you do. I always think about, don't say, but I pretend to.
it is. Sorry, I was trying to find the bar of 2. So there's a bar of 2, and I've just put it in right there. Yeah, because the click was in the wrong place, and I was like, why is that happening? What I will also do is just because, so I don't need to think about it, basically. Just chop that there, get rid of that, move it across.
But I'll pretend to anyway.
Again, I'm not sure what to do at the end there, and it's going to be a similar thing. I think it will be whatever I'm doing at the beginning, I'm going to do at the end.
You say, but I'll pretend to anyway. I don't care what you say, but I'll pretend to anyway.
Yes.
Why do I always dream about bringing down the empire?
I'm really tempted to just have a listen to what is it? How am I going to do this? Hold on. Sorry, forgive me. I'm going to switch you back over to this view because actually, yeah, I can just do that. I'm going to listen to the beginning of, and I don't know where this is going to come out. Can I just say? So this is probably rooted or wrong. It might be super duper loud. I'll turn it right down. I'm going to listen to Neil Faulkner, Hand Built by Robots, the album. There's one track, so I don't know why this is going to come out at all, where it literally reminds me so much. Okay, you're getting Alright, it's coming out of it. Skip this ad. Thank you very much. It's not that. It's not that. Oh, that's blocked for some reason. Is it? Oh, it's not doing that.
To the land of sleep, and I go.
He's got that real tight.
I'm gonna take my shoes off.
I'm not sure that's what it is. I don't think This is such a good album. God, you know when you forget about an album.
Every time I think of growing up, I find out that I just slept by.
Is that what I'm thinking of? It is.
Why do I always dream about?
Do you know what? I've just realised it's not Newton Faulkner. It's John Paul White. It's John Paul White. And I think he starts with just guitar and vocals, and I think that's the thing to do. That's what it is. What is this? Beulah? How the hell do you spell Beulah? Oh, goodness. What is it? Let me just... I can't remember what it is, but I'm pretty certain that it literally is just guitar and vocals. So, yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting, and I like that. Like, I love his stuff.
Bring down the empire. Why do I always think about my own?
So I think that's going to be it. It's going to be vocals and guitar. Right, let me just switch over to the chat real quick. And then I'll go and do some takes, because that's what I'm here to do, literally. So Matthew says, cheers, Emily. We'll send you some stuff over via DM or email, or over email or Instagram DMs. Yeah, do it. Good luck with today's recording. Yes, thank you. My sister is going to buy me a tennis ball to sort out my neck and shoulders, which is very kind. Thank you, Hannah. And Danley says, are you writing the drums for that piece? Yeah, I am. I'm not very good at verbalising what I'm about to do because I very much feel it as I go. It's literally just an instinct thing most of the time, which is completely useless for you lot watching. So I apologise, but you'll see where my brain goes and what happens and how I refine it as I go. Because I'll go in there and I'll do 3 or 4 takes. Probably 3 takes, maybe. I'm not sure. David Lamidz is here. Hello, David. How are you? Are you well? Oh, Carl Bayless is in as well. Late to the party, but I like to make an entrance. You always do, Carl. You always do. And Fernando Ribeiro Neto is here as well. I don't know why. I always find it so hard to say your name, but it's a brilliant name. Hello, Em. Hello. Jed says, boss just rang, another possible month off. Oh, good for you, but I'm bored silly in between these live sessions. Oh, Jed, I'm so sorry to hear that. Maybe you can, I don't know, start working on some drum stuff? I don't really know. Oh, it's so tough. It's so tough. I'm really sorry to hear that. I'm really, really sorry. I'm glad I get to be here and ramble at you and hopefully entertain you, though. Nathan says, I've got to run, pick up my mum from the opticians and drive her Fiat 500 back. Wish me luck cramming myself into that. Good luck. At least you ain't got to get drums into it. And Matthew saying hi to Carl. And Danley, I think just guitar and vocals to start too. Yeah, there's something telling me that that's what needs to happen. Jed says, sounds a lot like Billy Bragg to me. Oh, yeah, you're not wrong there. Lorian's here. Hello, lollipops. How are you? Lorian is my auntie. She lives in Canada, in Hamilton, and she is like the most beautiful, wonderful person ever on the planet, basically. And as are her boys, and all 4 of her boys, her husband and her 3 boys, and their girls, their girlfriends and wives. Oh, such a lovely family. Hope to see you soon, lollipops. Danley says, good to see you, the mechanics behind this and how you construct it. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be like, yes. My brain is going, I think, because I'm thinking about the parts. Yeah, you will see how I construct it. It may not be verbalised, but hopefully you can follow what I'm just doing. It's a bit all over the shop. Jed said, I'm fine, I look forward to your sessions. They keep me going. Oh, that's really nice, Jed. And Carl says, was it something I said, Nathan? Right, so let's switch you over to live room. Let's get this down. I'm going to do 3 or 4 takes. I think the only bits that I'm sort of going to mould a bit are going to be the breakdown section and then the intro and the outro. I think everything else... Oh, and that build, actually. Yeah. So I think the rest should be okay, but who knows what could happen? It's all to play for, as they say. Right, I'm going to switch over to the live room, and then I'll see you in 3 or 4 takes. Okay, see you soon.
Why do I always dream about bringing down the empire? Why do I always think about my own attire? Why don't I take myself to town, waste my time and think of all the pretty things I won't buy? Think of all my mistakes, but I better know Why do I always dream about bringing down the empire? Why do I always think about my own attire? Why don't I take myself to town? Waste my time and think of all the pretty things I won't buy. Why do I always dream about bringing down the empire? Why do I always think about my own attire? Why don't I take myself to town? Waste my time and think of all the pretty things I won't buy. Just one more Why do I always dream about bringing down the empire? Why do I always think about my own attire? Why don't I take myself to town? Waste my time and think of all the pretty things I won't buy.
Hi, that's a bit of a fun song, isn't it? Love that. What a tune. Yeah, as you could hear probably, I was just trying to get like the right parts, and there was a certain bit, and I may go back in to do it again because it was hard to tell if it turned out right on that last one. Just where it lifts again after that tom breakdown thing that I did. So I'll just go into the chat real quick. Give myself a break. I'm losing my voice. I can't believe it. It's crazy. So where did we get to? We got to Danley. So you do verbalise it very well, Em. Sometimes it's what you don't say rather than what you do. I can see your brain ticking through it. Yeah, I'm not that I ever do try and hide it, but I certainly am not able to hide my thought process in my face, even though I'm not particularly good at saying what I'm going to do, if that makes sense. David says, woo! Yeah. Danley says, sounds great with the drums over. Thank you. Jed says, totally transformed the whole track. Thank you. Danley says, nice. You brought that track to life. That's really kind of you. And Lollipop says, awesome. Thank you, Laurie. It's so nice that you're here. It's so lovely that you're here. Aura says, smashing it. Time for me to give in to the sleep gods. Sleep well, my friend. I've emailed the link through to you. Brilliant. For that festival. Keep up the good work, my friend. Amazing playing. Great. I will share that on my Instagram, either after this or like later on tonight or tomorrow. So watch out for that. Like I said, I'll try and tag everyone that I can remember, but I'm pretty useless. So I'll try, but just look on my Instagram stories and you'll get that link there. And yeah, Walrus Tass is off. Have a good sleep, my Tasmanian friend. Dan Lee says, ciao. Matthew says, love the vibes today. You're killing it. Bless you. That's very kind. Dan Lee says, that's your baked cauliflower. Calories burned up for the day. That's so good. Dude, that baked cauliflower was amazing. It was so good. And yesterday I had a really nice curry. And today we're having, what are we doing? Sweet and sour. I don't know whether it's going to have pork in it or it's just going to be vegetables. But I got some water chestnuts to get that kind of crunchy vibe, which I love. I love water chestnuts and sweet and sour. It just, texturally, they are one of the most brilliant things in the world. And Murray says, it's really come to life. Now that intro too. Yeah, what, not playing anything? No, I think it is meant to not have anything played on it, if that makes sense. You kind of, I don't know, you get a feel of what a song needs, and like I said, I just get this feeling of what the right parts are for me. It doesn't mean globally, it doesn't mean the artist particularly thinks the same way, but and I'll always change it if the artist doesn't agree, but there certainly is a feeling of like, yeah, that's it. Like, for instance, when I do come in an intro, 100% that is correct. Like, it just feels right. It feels correct. Jed says smashed it and nearly smashed your crash off the stand at the end. Top work out for your shoulder. Yeah, I was a little bit stiff. Sorry, I think we keep losing a couple of friends, so apologies if this is getting a bit loady, if you like, a bit spinning. Al says, such a varied bag of styles you tackle. I mean, not really. It's just like rock or pop or blues or like country songs, songwriter, singer-songwritery stuff. Basically, if you try and get me to play like Cuban music, you'll realise my repertoire is not brilliantly wide, but I do know how to play a song. I feel like I know that. Lovely to see you, Al, by the way. Sorry, I haven't actually said hello to you. Hello, Al. How are you? It's lovely to have you in today. So, Mooncat Drums, Carl saying the Vic Firth chat was awesome, whatever day that was. That was on Tuesday? Yeah. Gosh, I can't even remember. Yeah, I had such fun. Thank you. That's really kind of you to say. I had a lot of fun. I was terrified. I was like, no one's going to be there. Nobody cares. Nobody's going to want to see me chat. But then, all you guys showed up, and I was like, oh, I've got my crew. It was so, I didn't get a chance to say hello to you, Carl, actually, because I did a whole thing of like hellos yesterday when I went live on my own Instagram. Just to say thank you for being there. So I wasn't able to like acknowledge that you were there because obviously it's not my feed, so I just answered the questions rather than trying to take the reins, which is not the one. So thank you, Carl, for being there. That's it means everything to me. So Dan Lee says, got to have that crash with soft. I don't know what that means. It's me. I'm silly. Mooncat Drums, and you're making me hungry again. I'm sorry, Carl, but you should know if you get into a live stream with me, odds are we're going to talk about food. Right, so I'm going to switch us over to here. Sorry, I accidentally thing. I'm just going to save this, obviously. Now I'm going to create a new alternative called comp. This is the best thing to do when tracking. Always save your stages of work. I liked that last take best, and I think we're going to start with that. The only thing, like I say, that is a question mark for me is that Tom breakdown section, which I may go in and do another pass at, but it might be, it's one of those things where I can't actually remember what it was like. Anyway, let's switch that click off. Right.
Why do I always dream about bringing down the empire? Why do I always think about my own attire. Why don't I take myself to town? Waste my time and think of all the pretty things I won't buy.
Convinced about that ride thing. Let's see what else I did. Let's see. Just sounds a bit too samey, but I don't know. I'm just gonna turn everything down a bit. It feels very loud. So that's, in fact, what am I doing to take the floor for that? I went to go to the crash as an experiment, and then went, no, well, that's... Let's switch back to floor. Just so the cups are... Emily, you're an idiot, but it's okay. So then the movement is there. So let's go back to take 4, and that should all be tickety-boo. I'm going to change that bar actually. So so swap that out. Hopefully I'll remember what I mean. Yeah, like kind of, but it's not played in a way that I'm happy. I don't think. Just that it's literally that bar, but it might. Don't you walk away from me? I'm not here to tell you I'm not as innocent, not as innocent. And then I just want to hear how it sounds when I brought the snare in, because oh no, it's good. That's what I wanted to do, but it looks like I didn't do on any of them. Oh, okay, well that makes it easy at least, because that means I'm just going to go in and redo that. So it's don't you operate me, I'm not here to tell you I'm not as innocent, not as innocent as you. Don't you understand that I did not say that you, I don't feel way up like you. Yeah. I wonder if it could be a... I did not say that you, I don't feel way up. Can you hear that rain out there from here? That is coming down. Right, so I'm gonna do this. Don't you operate me, I'm not here to tell you. Don't you operate me, I'm not here to tell you. I'm not as innocent, not as innocent as you. Don't you understand that I did not say that you, I don't feel way up. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in and literally just hit myself in the face with my headphones, say microphones, not microphones. And then, yeah, I'm going to switch over to the live room. We're just going to do those 7 bars, basically. I think it's probably not 7 bars. What is it? It is 7 bars. Ah, there we go. My gut instinct is correct. Right, I'm going to switch over and I will be back in a couple of takes. Two versions that I think we come up with for sure. Okay. Gubbins. Don't you operate me, I'm not here to tell you I'm not as innocent, not as innocent as you. Don't you understand that I did not say that you, I don't feel way up. Yay, I like it. I'm all alone. Wanted that last bit to be so it was a little bit crazy. I think that really works. Lovely, love that. Obviously I need to clean it up and I will, and that's fine. I want to add a tambourine as well because I think that's going to add something to it. I'm just going to save in the alternative called flatten and fix, and after we do that, flatten and fade, and after I do that then I'll do the tambourine, and then after I've done that, we'll do the fixes. So there's a couple of bits that I want to swap out, and maybe a couple of notes that I want to just nudge. So let's do the flatten and fades first. So just this, flatten it all down. As I say, saving a new alternative is my favourite thing in the world. Not my favourite thing in the world, but it's a really useful thing when you're recording, for sure. Okay, so I've just done a bulk kind of fade across all the fades, if that makes sense. And now I'm just going to solo the bits. That's a good one. I'll take it. How's this one? No. Oh, I tell you what, sometimes, weirdly, when I'm sure there's a reason for this. I'm sure someone can tell me that knows better, but I don't. Sometimes, when I do overdubs, they record slightly ahead or behind. I can't remember, I think it's ahead. Actually, yeah, ahead. So that's a bit ahead. So if I just move, I'll move both of these because I will assume that it's the same for both these little cuts here. If I move that, that might just sort it out. I'm hoping. Well, that didn't, but that's because that's my fault, because I've done something silly. I just dragged it the wrong way. Oh no, that sounds a bit too... Oh, in fact, let's hear it with the track. Ever so slightly behind. So if I move it slightly to the left, yeah, look at that, that's way off the grid. Not to say that means that it's right or wrong or oh, I should do that again for both of them because both. Okay. Oh, it's just, it might be that it's just I'll split the difference. Oh, I forgot about actually doing the cuts. That was the whole reason we're here. So that's fine. That's fine. Oh, that's fine. Might. Oh. Oh, no, don't loop it. Crying out loud, whatever you do. I mean, that seems fine. It's faded. Get! Why does that remind me of being a kid? Yeah, I think that's the one, isn't it, really? Right, so... Oh, the ending. Yeah, like I say, there's something about I'm a bit weird OCD about symmetry in songs, and to me it makes sense to not be playing anything at the end. I could be wrong about that, but we'll try. Just going to switch on the old tambourine man situation. I'm going to mute you in here because it's horrendous, the sound of the tambourine and all the percussion box through the built-in mic that I'm speaking to you through, which is silly, I know. I should be being more professional than that. But you will still be able to hear me, hopefully, once this kicks in. Hello. Oh, might help if it's, you know, actually active. Oh. There we go. You can hear me. I can hear me. Hey. Okay. Muting you in the room. Mic. Oh no, that's what I want to do. Yeah. Okay. So you can still hear me. I will turn this down because this is too much for a tambourine. Oh, okay. They're aggressive things, these things. That's too much. Okay, let's go from the top. Yeah, we'll go from the top. Will we go from the top? Yeah, let's go with the click very low. Just for my... That's not low.
Why do I always dream about bringing down the empire? Why do I always think about my own attire? Why don't I take myself to town? Waste my time and think of all the pretty things I won't buy.
Sometimes you just need a bit of a raucous tambourine. Probably a bit loud in the mix. I'm just going to get rid of this tambourine here before I forget to get rid of it. Does that make sense? I'm not sure I could do that again. That really was achy breaky on my army barmy army.
And think of all the pretty things I won't buy.
Right, I want to get rid of that at the beginning because I want it to all come in like it's the most raucous bonkers thing ever. Maybe not, okay, maybe that's a bit over the top. Maybe not the most raucous bonkers thing ever, but pretty like bonkers.
And think of all the pretty things I won't buy.
Right, wicked. Alright, so now I want to do a flatten and fix, which means that I've got to analyse this, get it into flex time, so I'm doing a fix, a new alternative called fix. So whilst I'm doing this, it does take a couple of minutes, so if you have any questions, now is the time. I will go to the chat whilst I'm waiting for this to analyse anyway, but yeah, okay, cool. Right, let's see. So we got to where Carl was hungry. By the way, has my thing gone off? It must have done, surely. A ton of notifications on my phone right now. It's a bit weird. Dan Lee says, what's the next step for the track then, and what happens next? Oh, and you were talking about the water chestnut crunch in the. I'm gonna take this off for a second. In the sweet and sour that we're having tonight. Yeah, I love the crunch. And so the next step for that this track, I'll tell you about the next step in a minute. Let me just get through all the things, and I'll tell you about the next step once I get to the end of my steps, if that makes sense. I'm not sure that makes sense, but look, the sun's come out. I can see that you can see there's sunlight coming in, which is lovely. So Carl says something slightly smashing pumpkins about this track. Yes, I love that. Sorry, I was saying this the other day. You were here. Another band that I was brought up on, so maybe that's why I'm like, I love this. This is great. It's just really, I don't know, it's a really lovely excuse. That's what it feels like to play like this. So, Dan Lee says, good to see how this builds. Oh, thank you. That's exactly why I stream these. I think it's interesting how tracks build, but Moray says, got to go, nice one, Moray. I will be seeing you next week at the very least. Dan Lee says, have some water. Does that mean that my timer went off? And Omar says, I love simple drumming, which is good because it's all I can do. You play for the song? Yeah, absolutely. To me, the song is everything. I am but a mere, what's the word? Like I am a facilitator of the song itself. Not necessarily even the artist, but the song, if that makes sense. So thank you for noticing that, Omar. That means a lot. It's something that's taken me a long time, I wouldn't say to feel comfortable with, but to get slightly more comfortable with the fact that I am a song drummer and I'm good at that. I don't know, I've just done it a lot. And Dan says, is that a special bespoke software package? No, or something a lot of musicians use. Yes, it is called Logic Pro X. Now, there are many, it's called a digital audio workstation, or a DAW, DAW for short. There's many different types that are available. The sort of like the mainstays are a program called Pro Tools, which is, to me, slightly more complex than the one that I use. And this is Logic Pro X, and I just always started out on Logic, so it's something that I've always known. You know, I thought about moving to Pro Tools, but I thought, for what I'm using it for, it does a perfect job. So why would I want to learn a whole new system just for the sake of it, just to say that I have and I could and whatever? Oh, sorry, Suffering Succotash. Sorry. Sweetie. Suffering Succotash. So, but there are others. There's like Cubase, that has like a free version. There is, why is my brain gone blank? Ableton Live. There is Studio One. There are so many different DAWs kicking about. So if you wanted to go and get into one, to be honest, the best one to get into first, because it is completely free, is GarageBand. And you can just get, it's a very simple version. You can get your head around the concept of how it works and what it means and what it does. And then if you want some more functionality, then I'd suggest moving to a different DAW if that's something that you're interested in. Like I say, I use Logic. It's just what I've always used. So just find something that works for you, and whether that's visually, whether that's because of the shortcuts, whether that's a number of various reasons. Just try stuff out and see what works for you. It's literally the only thing we can all do, really, isn't it? And Nathan says, yes, made it back in time for percussion time. Bless you, Nathan, you're back. Jed says it's crying out for cowbell, lol. Do you want to know something funny? I don't think I have a cowbell. Oh no, I think I do, because didn't I record it? I think I recorded some cowbell recently. Or was that on The Voice Kids? I've definitely got a cowbell in my live rig, which is hilarious in itself, in my head. Yeah, anyway, I must have a cowbell in here somewhere. And Nathan says, wow, what a transformation. Oh yeah, of course you admit it. So how's it sounding to you, Nate? Is it good? Do you mind if I call you Nate or Nathan? And Zalster says, sweet and sour chicken. What? Suffering succotash. Yeah, oh yeah, sweet and sour. Well, I'm not sure it'd be chicken. Did I say chicken? It must have just rolled off my tongue. It's either going to be just sweet and sour vegetables, or it might be sweet and sour pork. Because my dad slow cooked this what do you call that? Like smoked, basically. This big old thing of pork at the weekend. It's delicious. But he did such a big joint. Well, it wasn't even a joint, because I think a joint has to have a bone in it. It didn't have a bone in it. But he just gave us like this wedge of is literally like that. Wedge of pork. So we had some in the curry yesterday, which was amazing. And we may have some in the sweet and sour tonight, but I'm going to see. The thing is, it's such a nice texture as well. Sorry for any vegetarians or vegans that are watching this going, you are disgusting. I apologise. But I find it tasty. But not only that, texturally, it's really lovely because it's very soft. So that, with the crunchiness of the water chestnuts, is really lovely. So yeah, that's where my head's at, because to me, we're almost there with this track. I'm already on to dinner. Jeez, we've been going for an hour and 25. You guys rock for being here. Dan Lee says, sounds great to me. I said pork car. Sal said, I only caught the half of it. Thanks, Dan. And Jed says, stop talking about food. I'm starving, but I can't move till you finish. Okay, well, in that case, we better get going. So, Nathan, mix it up. It's funny because Chuck keeps going, Nathan. Right, let's get this done so that Jed can go and eat. And me, I want to go eat too. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is, there's something that caught my eye. In fact, I'm gonna talk through this a little more, because Dan, you're fairly new to being here in the room. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna listen through the whole track, and things that catch my ear, I'm either gonna swap it out, so literally cut and paste from other bars, to make it sound more smooth and right in my head, or I could, because of the way that this works, this program, because I analysed it, because I just spent those couple of minutes chatting or whatever, what it means is it's sort of sliced each, what they call transient, so each hit that I've done on each drum, and it means that I can move it ever so slightly. Now, there are limits with that, obviously. You can only move it so much without it sounding slightly strange and ruining the whole groove. But if something sticks out, sometimes it's literally just one note that needs to be moved slightly ahead or behind the beat, and then it's smooth. So anyway, we'll just see as we go, and we'll work it out. It's all kind of a bit of a investigation and experimentation. And I'm just going to save this before I do that. But as you saw, I saved a new version, which means that if this all goes wrong and it just sounds awful, I can always go back to this point right now and we can go from there. So, right, let's do that. I love this song. I love the bass. That stuck out to me, and I wonder if that can be swapped out. Yeah, it's just literally, it just feels a bit trippy overy. Do you like the technical term there? Yeah, and now rather than moving that about, which I could, I think I'd rather just take it from literally one bar later even. So let's take that. I'm just going to copy this. So that's Control Copy. Paste it in here, and we're going to do the same thing in terms of doing a fade to make sure that it sounds okay. me, that sounds better. So therefore, it's a keeper. Now I'm just going to solo this so we can get it so it sounds smooth. So I will do it slightly because it's only really the second half of the bar I was unhappy with. So take my little life, hold me down. Yeah, literally that. That's perfect. Yeah, brilliant. Oh, so little fade here. As you can hear, that needs a fade as well. And actually, hold me down, think about. Yeah. Just one more time. A little life, hold me down, think about my mistakes, but I better know I think was just a lie, but I don't mind. Just takes just one more step, and I'll say so. Take me. Oh, it's been a long time. I wanna know. And tell me. Oh, it's been a lonely life. I wanna know. And don't you walk away from me. I'm not here to tell you I'm not as innocent, not as innocent as you. Don't you understand that I'm not the same as you? I don't feel that love like you. Oh yeah, look, I've said swap out, but I can't remember what it was. I don't feel that love like you. Like you. I don't feel that love like you. Like you. I don't know whether I just can't hear it anymore or I've changed my mind, but I really like whatever's happening there. I don't know what I was trying to swap out, but I really like it now, so that's staying. I don't feel that love like you. Protect me from this been a long time. I wanna love and save me from this been a long time. I wanna love. Don't you walk away from me. I'm not here to tell you I'm not as innocent, not as innocent as you. I'm gonna add a tambourine. Oh no, not a tambourine shaker, but I'm gonna do it in a minute. So one thing at a time. As innocent as you. Don't you understand that I'm not the same as you? I don't feel that love like you do. Like you do. Like you Love it, absolutely love it. And I'm not saying that I love my drumming, I'm just saying that I love the song. I'm gonna have a... I'm so sorry, I'm sure that was incredibly loud. I'm gonna mute you in the room, I'm just gonna add a tambourine real quick. So, hold on, let me switch this, let me just... there you go, should be able to hear me a little bit. A little bit, in fact. Oh, sorry, let me mute you. Hold on.
things I won't buy.
Yeah, we'll go straight from the top. There we go. Okay, let's do this.
Things I won't buy. Why don't you take my little life, hold me down, think about my mistakes, but I better know I think was just a lie, but I don't mind, 'cause it takes just one more step, and I'll be like, so take me from this been a long time, I wanna know, and tell me from this been a long life, I wanna know. And don't you walk away from me, I'm not here to tell you I'm not as innocent, not as innocent as you. Don't you understand that I'm not the same as you? I don't feel that love like you. Protect me from this been a long time. I wanna love and save me from this been a long time. I wanna love. Don't you walk away from me. I'm not here to tell you I'm not as innocent, not as innocent as you. Don't you understand that I'm not the same as you? I don't feel that love like you do, like you do, like you
Cool, I think that adds something. Let's just take it. Oh, there we go. I'm not here to tell you don't you walk away from me. I'm not here to tell you I'm not as innocent, not as innocent as you. Don't you understand that
things I won't buy.
think about my mistakes? Yeah, I really like that. It kind of brings everything just together into focus for me. Ryan may disagree, that's fine. You can just not use that track. But I think we're kind of there. It feels like we're kind of there. Let's just have a quick look in the old chat. So Dan Lee says thanks, Em. My pleasure. I like explaining stuff when I actually know what I'm talking about, which is very rare. Nathan says I'm a closet boffin. There's no closeting about it. I am a full-blown drum geek and sort of recording geek, I guess, now as well. And Charlotte says, what do you use for the live streaming, cameras, screen sharing? I know it's a huge topic. Now, I use this program. It's called OBS. I tell you what, this is going to be the strangest thing to do ever. Right. I'm going to take a picture and then I'm going to show you on my camera what it is. Because, look, I'm going to... This is weird. This is weird, but we'll go with it. So, I've Oh, you can't see that. Oh, come on. Get into focus. So it's called OBS. That's the program. So there's loads of different oh, it's backwards as well, isn't it? Of course it is. So oh no, there's loads of scenes here that I've created for the different things. So there's one for me. There's one. Oh, and now we've gone blurry, of course. The live room. Me and Logic, me and the iPad, which isn't plugged in at the moment. That's why that is completely black at the moment. Come on, focus. There we go. So yeah, the program is called OBS. Just look it up. It's free, completely free. It's brilliant. I love it. And many people often ask me about what I use for the screen sharing thing. It's really not a huge topic, honestly, and you can start with just one camera and then it's all good. Dan Lee says, was it swap out the crash? Oh, on that swap out, I don't think it was. I think it was. I think it was the bass drum. But there's one bass drum, but I really like it. It's unusual now, and it's like a moment. This often happens where a mistake is made, and actually it becomes a bit of a feature. I can't remember whose song it was that I was working on, and actually I can't remember what happened exactly. So this is a very boring story, but some people were in the room that day that are here today. I don't remember what it was. I made a huge mistake, but it ended up in the final take, and they ended up loving that bit of it because it was this special, really odd, unexpected moment. So sometimes you just got to kind of go with it, but I actually really like that, and it didn't stick out to me at all. Jed said, listening to this now, you wouldn't think that all you had to go off was a guitar and a click. That is a big compliment, so thank you, Jed. Omar says, I tried to play simple, even prog or fusion music. Awesome. Serve the song or the piece of music. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Omar. I agree with you. I'm with you. The song is king or queen. That is it. That's the answer for me to music. Dan says, go and enjoy your sweet and sour. Nathan says, totally. Drums are the bit that people dance to. You've got to move people in the right way for music. Absolutely true. Dan Lee says, excuse me, thanks for replying again. That's the new lockdown fist bump. Yes. Charlotte Vivi says, thanks. I think I've heard of it before, wrote it down, then forgot. Yeah, OBS, so Oscar Bravo Sierra. And the reason that I know the phonetic alphabet is because my dad was a pilot. I mean, he can still fly planes. But as kids, me and my sister were quizzed on the phonetic alphabet at dinner. It would just be like, right, go. I think at one point we were able to do it backwards, very slowly. But it's very useful to know the phonetic alphabet. And Dan Lee says, mistakes make memories. Is that a bit of life experience there, Dan? Love it. Anyway, I think this is great. I'm really happy with where it's at. I'm going to bounce this down, send it over to Ryan. Hopefully he likes it. And if he doesn't, then I'll change it and I'll do something else. But thank you so much, guys, for being here. It's been such a pleasure. And you've been here for an hour and 45 minutes with me, which is absolutely bonkers. I'm going to go and have some sweet and sour in about 10 minutes after I've done this and make it. I hope you have a lovely dinner if you're having dinner wherever you are, and I hope you're safe and well. As I say, tomorrow I'm doing office hours for the remote recording business course and workshop attendees. So if any of you guys that are in the room right now, if you're running remote recording services and you're interested in the business side of it, how to run it, come and join me on that. Ask any questions that you have about that side of stuff. I'm just going to try and help, basically. That's my whole thing. But there's stuff on my social media about it. Also, I will be sharing Walrus Tass's link to his live gigs, so hopefully we can all make it over to that and watch it together, which would be really, really fun. I will be back next week. I'm back with Moray MacDonald, who was in earlier today, but he's gone now. And Graham Wilmot, I believe, is on Tuesday. So that's Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll probably do another Instagram live stream at some point. But look, you guys all follow me on Instagram and social media. You will see, you know me, I like to post stuff a lot. So apologies for that. But I do enjoy a chat and I enjoy hanging out with you guys. So let's just double check. I've got a ladybird from David. I don't know what that means, but I'm happy about it. Is it Gaston? So yeah, I'm back next week. Have a great night. Thank you, you too. Always a pleasure. The pleasure is all mine. Omar says it's not a mistake. It's a new part. Neilpert. Do you know that Neilpert was one of the first ever drummers that I actively heard as a drummer wanting to be a drummer, and he was one of the first people to inspire me to go, yeah, I want to do this. And I think that that's a great note to end on. So thank you, Omar, for saying that. But yeah, have a lovely, if I don't see you tomorrow, because obviously it's for the remote recording business people, if I don't see you tomorrow, have an amazing weekend. Have a great time. Like I say, I'll be back here on Tuesday with Graham Wilmot. So join me. And Morea will be on Wednesday, which will be super fun. And like I say, I'm doing something on Thursday as well. I can't remember what I said to myself I was going to do. Anyway, I'm going to love you, I'm going to leave you. Thanks so much for being here, and enjoy your weekend, enjoy your evening. Go eat lots of nice food. I'm going to go do that. All right, lots of love, guys. See you later. Bye.